Today I'm going to be talking about 4 signs that could really indicate that you are claircognizant. Claircognizant is a psychic perception that I believe we all have access to, and we all have the ability to tap into our claircognizant capacity because it has a lot to do with our intuition and the ability to tap into our intuitive knowing. Now, claircognizant is really, when translated, translates to clear knowing, the ability to know something without knowing how you know something or why you even know it in the first place. But being able to tap into that information right there in the present moment, it has a lot to do with our intuition and our ability to tap into this energy. In this video, I'm going to be talking about 4 signs that could really indicate that you are claircognizant, that you have really tapped into this sort of intuitive knowing perhaps before, but we're not really aware of it. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 4 signs that could really indicate that you are claircognizant. So the first sign of being claircognizant is that most people who are claircognizant will often say, I don't know why I need to do that. I don't know why I need to go there. I don't know why I should, do so and so, because I have a feeling. I just know it. I should do it. They often say, I have an inner knowing, or I just know that this is going to work out. Now, people who are claircognizant are able to tap into that intuitive knowing. People who are claircognizant oftentimes have this ability to tap into their intuition. They are highly connected to their intuition, and so they are able to sort of call in that sort of intuitive knowing and to really perceive that knowing in the present moment. So, there are oftentimes people who are claircognizant will just know when to act on something, when to take a step back from something, knowing when to, react or just do certain things. They might find that, a lot of information is not given to them, but they just know what to do in the present moment. And that's how intuition really guides us, truly, is to really give us the information that we need in the present moment. So oftentimes people who are claircognizant will be able to receive this information quite quickly sometimes, where they just know something, they know it, and they are not really given all the information. It's not really given to them in that moment. You will find that when you start to act on that intuitive knowing that you know so deeply within yourself that you should, you'll find that it always tends to work out in the best case scenario. It always tends to work out in your best interest. So the second sign that you are claircognizant is that most people who are claircognizant are also able to really tap into something like spiritual downloads. They're able to receive and perceive spiritual information from their higher self, from their soul. They are able to tap into the sort of information that can come to them. It comes to them in like an aha moment. Suddenly you might receive a burst of inspiration to take action on something, create something. You might receive a piece of information that's really pivotal in your journey, and it might really be the piece of information that you've been really trying to search for in books or something like that. And you might get it, and you might go through something like a spiritual breakthrough, something like that. But your higher self always knows exactly what you need when you need it. And so, people who are claircognizant are quite sensitive and are open to be receptive to spiritual download. The third sign that you are claircognizant is that oftentimes people who are claircognizant are also empaths. They are empathic people who are able to really pick up on energy, to absorb energy. They are quite sensitive, and this sensitivity really opens them up to their intuition. Now, being an empath and being an intuitive really goes hand in hand, because the higher your sensitivity, the more open and receptive you are to these vibrations, these subtle vibrations, these loud vibrations. You just open to your intuition much more. People who are oftentimes more sensitive, are more open and receptive to their intuition, having the ability to perceive that inner knowing, to connect to their sixth sense, to their gut feeling or their heart or the intuition of their mind. Overall, they are just able to tap into their intuition because of their sensitivity. Now, the fourth sign that you are claircognizant could also be that you are able to sort of, have your intuition really scream at you. Our intuition tends to really let us know when we should do something, when there's an opportunity for us, when we should act on that, or we should take an inspired action on something. And it really reminds us of this over and over and over again. And it might play out in a way in which you will experience something like an intuitive, persistent thought that just keeps on like bugging at you, and our intuition will never stop nagging us to do something, especially when it knows that if we go on that path, if we take action, if we listen to it, our life can be completely changed for the better. You find that someone who is a claircognizant and is able to tap into their claircognizant ability has the intuition really screaming at them, has their intuition really sort of nagging them. You'll find that you are never able to turn your intuition off. Maybe you have found a way to turn your intuition off. Maybe leave a comment down below on how you may have done that. But I know that for me in my journey, I truly have always being bugged by my intuition, and it's until I actually acted on it that it kind of just subsided. But you might experience this in persistent thought patterns, like you just have an inner knowing, an entire body yes that comes with these thoughts, where you know that this resonates and this is what you should do, and you should really go ahead and pay heed to this intuitive knowing. But people who are claircognizant oftentimes really have the intuition scream at them. It really be able to tap into this, and it's very difficult to ignore this intuitive knowing, because once you know that this is something that resonates, that this is something that you should take heed to, you should really pay attention to, it's very difficult to tune it off or to ignore it. People who are claircognizant oftentimes experience this quite a lot. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this video was of service to you in some way. Thank you so much for receiving today. I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.